Hey Noville fans, and welcome to another episode of Cooking with Dad Before He's Dead. Today we have something very nostalgic from my past of a kid growing up, but we got the Choy Beef Chow Mein. So come and join me as you watch me prepare this and take a trip down memory lane. Alright, so Noville fans, I don't know if you ever grew up eating the Choy Beef Chow Mein, but we're going to try this today, and I have not had this I want to say probably over 35 years. Now what my parents did was that, because what do you feed an Asian kid that grows up in Alabama? Well, we didn't have any Chinese restaurants and those kind of things where I grew up at, not until later on throughout the years. There was one established and built there, but this was the alternative that they can say, you know what, here's a Korean kid, we're going to feed him the Choy Beef Chow Mein. And I think my mom might have fixed this, I don't know, probably 5-6 times in my childhood. But I remember it being so nostalgic of eating this, and also with the chow mein noodles. I'm going to try it and see if I remember what it tastes like. Now, this is pretty much murder to any Chinese food that's out there, so I do apologize, but we're going to go ahead and venture into this unknown charted territories that I have not done this or eaten this way over 30 years. So if you don't know how to cook, this is probably the best bet of making the most easiest Chinese food you're going to ever get to. So let's go ahead and get these opened up and separated and get the vegetables cleaned up, and we'll get back to showing you what it looks like when it's cooked and open. So we got everything prepped, if you want to say. We got the vegetables drained, ready to go. Right here is your nice, beautiful can of the beef and gravy. It has a distinct smell, pretty much like Dinty Moore's beef stew. If you're a Dinty Moore beef stew fan, that's the kind of fragrance I'm getting from that. This is going to go quick. Got the pan heated up. Let's go ahead and dump this in there like the directions say. The beef and the sauce. It just looks so yummy and appetizing. It really does not. All you want to do is just kind of warm this through, is what the directions say. I think that's pretty much heated through a tad. Now let's add our vegetables. And that was a nice plop, wasn't it? Let's now get this incorporated in there and get it warmed up. And that's pretty much it. That's pretty much how you cook the Choy Beef Chow Mein. I'm pretty sure if you know how to turn the stove on or move your hands around in a circular motion with a paddle, and you know how to open up a couple of cans, you may just know how to cook the Choy Beef Chow Mein just like I do. It don't get any easier than that. Just about done. So let me finish this up for a couple minutes. I'll give me some rice and we'll get to the taste test. So we got a bowl of rice, put some chow mein in there. Now I will put some noodles in here. These what do you call these again? Chow mein noodles. I'm gonna try that. So there it is with some rice. Now I've got good sushi rice in here. I think what Mom and Dad probably would have done was they would have done minute rice or one of those quick rice things. But I have premium sushi rice in here to give it a taste. Let's taste it as is, and then I'll add some of those chow mein noodles in there. Is it a time machine? It takes me back to the days of eating fake Chinese food. Nah, I really don't remember the taste of this. or even if it tastes the same, but I'll tell you, it needs some stuff. It may need some soy sauce. Throw in some chow mein noodles in there. See if that improves anything. Which oh, look at there, nice little chunk of beef. That does give it a nice little crunchy element, but I will tell you, if you grew up with this and you think it's good, bless your heart. Well, there it is. The Choy Chow Mein, beef flavored. Legionella, do not try this, okay? Unless you just want to be curious and do it. This is not a dad recipe. This is something from the days of growing up in Northeast Alabama, not having any kind of Asian food. And this was mom and dad's trick to say, hey, let's feed you some of this. And just don't try it if you don't want to. But that's it. Thanks for joining me on this episode. Catch you guys on the next one. Toodles.